The Ambu fishermen spent 2,000 rupees to lease a pond that hadn't dried up for the past 3 years. But they had no idea that as they hauled in the net, a mysterious huge fish would suddenly slam into it. The impact was so strong that a big round hole opened up in the net right away. The people in the water, seeing this, were terrified and immediately ran to the shore. According to the pond's owner, about 3 months earlier, a flood had swept through here. It was possible that the same mysterious big fish had come from the nearby Amazon River, drifting in and ending up in this pond. After hearing the owner's story, the brothers decided that they had to catch this fish no matter what. After all, they had leased this pond, so every fish in it belonged to them. As they slowly started pulling in the second big net, several small fish began leaping out of the net into the water and darting away. From this, it was clear that the flood hadn't carried off all the fish in the pond. Just then, from beneath the water, a huge fish suddenly shot up and burst straight out through the top of the net. Watching it in slow motion, they realized that it was a massive fish weighing around 100 kilos, a giant snakehead. To catch it, they immediately cast another net into the pond. After that, the brothers quickly started pulling the first net back in. They thought that no big fish would be left in that net now, but suddenly there was another violent strike on the net. Another huge snakehead rammed the net with its head and tore it open, bursting out. Even so, another net was already set up in front of it. After bringing the first net to the shore, they didn't even stop to look at the fish trapped inside and immediately started pulling in the second net. They hoped that both giant snakeheads would now be trapped in that same net. Just then, another snakehead suddenly leapt out of the water and started smashing the net hard with its tough head. No matter how hard the people tried, they couldn't stop it. In the end, it tore the net and escaped again. Karila's strong younger brother immediately jumped into the pond and dove down, trying to grab the fish. But it was no use, so they had no choice but to start pulling out the remaining fish trapped in the first net. As soon as the net was fully brought up, they saw a huge pile of fresh fish inside. Most of them were piranhas and catfish, along with a few other large fish. They didn't look very big, but each fish weighed close to 1 kilo. The fish for eating and the ornamental fish were packed separately. Seeing this haul, it seemed like the brothers were going to suffer a big loss today. After that, the two brothers cast another huge net into the pond. If they had managed to catch those two giant snakeheads, they would have made a huge profit today. But with big profit came big danger. A giant snakehead's head is extremely hard. If, while pulling in the net, it slams full force into someone's chest, several of their ribs could break. That's why Karila was being extremely careful while hauling the net. As the fourth net slowly started coming up, a huge snakehead suddenly leapt out right next to Karila's younger brother. He narrowly avoided its head. What made them even angrier was that the fish leapt again and tore straight through the net, escaping once more. They were already completely disheartened, but they suspected that there was still another huge fish trapped inside the net, caught in there. So everyone became fully alert. As the net started cinching tight, suddenly a huge snakehead leapt out right by Karila's feet. But this time, Karila's quick thinking saved the day. He immediately lifted the net up and kept the fish trapped inside it. Now, in such a small space, the fish had no chance to escape. The two brothers then worked together to completely tighten the net and finally trapped the huge fish inside it. After that, everyone immediately grabbed onto the fish and started holding it down to control it. After quite a bit of effort, they finally managed to drag this giant snakehead to a safe spot on the shore. They estimated that its length was about 2 meters and its weight was over 100 kilos. There was no doubt that this fish would sell for a very high price in the market.